Hi, I'm Robin. You want your spouse to do a little bit more, maybe a little bit more cleaning, more cooking, more things with the kids. Here's how you do it. Show your appreciation for what they're doing. Even if it's not as much as you want, even if you feel like it's barely anything, at least show your appreciation for what they are doing. Because if it's just negative, if you're just nagging them, it's like something they want to avoid. They don't want to have the discussion with you. But if you bring it up in a positive way, what they are doing, they're more likely to want to do more. Be patient. If your spouse is doing more over time, like they're slowly increasing what they're doing around the house, just be appreciative of that and be patient, because it's not an easy thing. Like if somebody isn't used to doing chores or whatever, like they're just like adjusting to being with another person in a household, you can be patient with them. Be assertive, be direct with what you want. So if you can say something like, if you could just do the dishes once a day, that would really help me out. Or if you could say, I'm feeling really overwhelmed, I need you to do more. Just be direct, be assertive. Sometimes, especially women, because in our society, that's how we're kind of programmed to not be that assertive. If you're not telling your spouse you need more from them, they might not even realize it. And if they do, it's easy for them to ignore if you're not telling them directly. If you're making them face it, if you're making it in a direct statement of how you feel or what you want, they're less likely to ignore it, because you're bringing it up, you're putting it in front of them, and they can't just avoid it or put it in the back of their mind. Be specific. If you want something done, tell them when. So with my husband, if he made lunch and he didn't clean out the pan right after we ate, then I'll say, hey, could you clean out the pan right now, because I'm going to make dinner, I need the pan. For us, we do, like, if you cook, you clean also. So that would be his responsibility. But if he didn't do it, I would tell him, like, I need that now because I'm about to make dinner. Just telling them specifics, like very specifically. Because if you say, hey, can you do this thing? In my husband's mind, that means whenever, just when he wants to do it. And then I don't have to nag him. I don't have to, like, in an hour be like, hey, are you going to do that? Try to split chores the way that you'll both be happy. So maybe you don't mind doing laundry that much. They really like, I don't know what people like, but like maybe they like doing dishes or something. Like pick the chores that you're both either good at or you enjoy, and try to split it. If there's something you both hate, like maybe switch off. Like one week you do it, one week they do it. Or like every other day, or you do weekends, they do weekdays, depending on what it is. So just do it in a way that works for either your skill set or your interests. Doing chores together is a really great bonding time. It also makes you a little bit more motivated. I hate doing chores by myself, but if my husband's like, oh hey, let's clean up the living room together, then we're like spending time doing it together. It's not so bad. And we also, like, I don't know, it just gets like us more motivated when it's like, hey, let's do this together, instead of like, oh, I have to do this. It's like more like a, I don't know, it's like a social thing. It's like a fun thing. And to me, I kind of try to like do enough. If he's there doing it too, if I'm doing it by myself, it's like not a competition. But when I'm doing it with my husband, I want to make sure that I'm, doing my part, because we're both working on it. So if you can do it together, if that works for you. Some couples like need to be separated when they clean or like cook or anything. They can't do it together. But for me and my husband, it works. So just see which works for you. Most important thing, do not criticize them and how they do it. Okay? Maybe they do things that you think are just stupid. Like, why would you do it that way? It's stupid. It's not efficient. It doesn't look good. Hey, they're doing it. Let them do it the way they want. I know you're thinking, you're already arguing with me in your head. You're like, no, but like my husband does it this way. He like folds it this way. He puts it this way. It's not clean enough. It's not how my child needs it. Give it up. They're doing it their way. If you want it done a certain way, they're going to want you to do it. Those are your options, honestly. You could maybe make suggestions if it works for your relationship to tell them how you do it most efficiently. I do that. I tell my husband, like, well, I do it this way. And then he can do what he wants with that information. He can do it like me, or he can be like, oh, I'm going to do it this way. And I see how he does it. Maybe I don't like it as much because it's not how I'm doing it. I do it the way I think is best. He's doing it the way that he thinks is best. And if you feel like he's half butting it, maybe he is. It's better than you doing it all because you can't do it all, or you shouldn't have to. I mean, if you're expecting your spouse to do things the way that you do them, why are they doing it? Then they're like a robot. It's their choice of how they want to do it. Maybe that's why they don't want to do chores, because they feel like somebody's looking over their shoulder telling them how to do it. Maybe even like creating a weird dynamic like you're their mom, especially if they have issues with their mom. You don't want to go there. Let them do how they want. I mean, they're not your child. They're not a robot. They're a human being who wants to do it a certain way. And they're doing the way they want, just like you're doing it the way you want. That's the biggest barrier, I think. Let them do it the way they want. You're arguing with me in your head. You're thinking, but my husband does this stupid thing. You know what? I probably do things in a stupid way too, according to some people. But I do them how I think. Let them do it how they think. It works for them. So that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest barrier. That's something you have to do on your own, in your own mind, in your own heart. Figure that out on your own. So good luck with that. Thank you for watching. Take care. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.